This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. With Donald Trump on the scene as a political candidate, as an ex-president of the United States, things are different now. We used to normally protect former presidents from crazy, dangerous people. And now we are in a situation to protect people from crazy, dangerous former presidents. That's just the way it is. We are now using taxpayer dollars at great expense to the government and we, the people, to protect a federal judge because she is presiding over a case in which Donald Trump, the crazy, dangerous ex-president, is a defendant. Let that sink in. Donald Trump poses such a risk. Donald Trump poses such a very real threat to a federal judge just presiding over a case that she needs around-the-clock protection from U.S. Marshals Service. Look at this headline from NBC News, from the NBC News. Security bolstered for judge overseeing Trump election case. The increase in security around U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan comes as the former president has been criticizing her on social media. Now, look, a lot of people who are making excuses for Donald Trump, a lot of people who are breaking their backs carrying water for this racist are going to say, well, all he's doing is just posting. That's his right under the First Amendment. He gets free speech, y'all. He can do what he wants. And that's stupid. That is a stupid take. If you have that take, jettison it. Get rid of it. Extricate yourself of this stupid thought. Because words, especially in the context of Donald Trump, have power to them. They have influence in them. He can incite mobs of people, potential assassins in Utah, with just his words. We witnessed it on his speech at the Ellipse when he dispatched the mob to insurrect the United States Capitol, attempting to overthrow the United States government, storming the Capitol in an effort to overturn a free and fair and settled American election. So let's dispense with the nonsense that Donald Trump he's just posting, no biggie. Here's what NBC News is reporting. Security has been increased around the federal judge overseeing the criminal case alleging Donald Trump used quote-unquote unlawful means in an effort to stay in power after he lost the 2020 presidential election. U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan was seen by NBC News Thursday walking into the cafeteria inside Washington's E. Barrett Prettyman Courthouse for a cup of coffee while accompanied by U.S. Marshals. Some of the marshals then accompanied her back to her chambers. Judges typically do not receive such escorts when moving around the courthouse, and Chutkan was observed as recently as last week walking around the building without security. Now, I would push back because they don't clarify this. Judges typically do not receive such escorts because judges typically do not need such escorts. But Donald Trump has created an atmosphere where this is a necessity. Judge Chutkan, federal U.S. District Court judge, needs armed agents of the state to protect her from the danger that has been created and continues to be elevated by Donald Trump. Brady McCarran, a spokesperson for the U.S. Marshals Service, which handles security at federal courthouses, said the agency does not comment on specific security measures, but, quote, we continuously review the measures in place and take appropriate steps to ensure the integrity of the federal judicial process. Quote, ensuring that judges can rule independently and free from harm or intimidation is paramount to the rule of law and a fundamental mission of the United States Marshals Service, McCarran said. Chutkan, who was nominated to the bench in 2013 by then-President Barack Obama, was randomly assigned to the case. She has a reputation as a no-nonsense judge and is one of at least 3 federal judges in Washington who have given sentences to January 6 defendants that were longer than the government had requested, according to the AP. She has scheduled a hearing on the election case for Friday, which is today, to discuss the parameters of a proposed protective order barring Trump from disclosing evidence prosecutors are due to share with his lawyers once the ruling is in place. This is the America Republicans want. They want public servants, dedicated public servants, to fear for their safety, for their family's safety, when they're just doing their jobs. If you come against me, I'm coming against you. If you come after me, I'm coming after you. Donald Trump just posted on Truth Social. And it's crickets from Republicans. They're not saying, yeah, he should dial it back. I haven't seen one single Republican in office or outside of office for that matter, apart from like your usual characters like Adam Kinzinger or maybe Liz Cheney, although I haven't specifically heard them say it, to say, hey, listen, like where's Kevin McCarthy? Where's he to say, listen, as Speaker of the House, I have to stand up and say, this is not the way we operate in my party. As one of the leaders of the Republican Party, no, we cannot be threatening, even in sideways manners on social media, the good order and operation of the judicial system in this country. We cannot put at risk U.S. district federal judges because you happen to be a defendant in a case. You cannot threaten juries. You cannot threaten prosecutors. That's not how it works. This isn't mob rule. And I don't mean mob as in a mob of people. I mean the mafia. But Donald Trump would have it that way because he wants to be the perennial, the forever leader of this country. The autocratic, never going away douche that he is. And Republicans are silent because Republicans are cowards. They are quaking in their boots at the proposition that they might not get to lick and suck on Donald Trump's boots. They are bootlicking, sycophantic clowns who embarrass themselves and humiliate themselves at the behest of Donald Trump in service to their God, to their demigod, to their dear leader. What do you think? I'd love to know. My mind's pretty made up, but I pride myself on being someone who can change his mind. I invite you to do so. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. You can also just write some comments. We can have a conversation in the comments. Let's make it peaceful and agreeable. That would be fantastic. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I welcome you there. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, social media at Dollemore. If you appreciate what I do, you want to help support my work, if you want to produce this work, help grow this channel, click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month, hit the super thanks button below, or even better, go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Be genuine. Take care of one another.